So first off, like 90% of y'all aren't subs, so please sub and help me out. Yeah. Anyways, the freaking Portland Trailblazers should trade for Myles Turner. Let's talk about it. So Myles Turner, he's currently averaging 4.2 blocks per game. Um, let's just pause and take a quick second to admire how freaking impressive that is. Like holy heck. Um, yeah. So, the Portland Trailblazers, they always seem to be, like right there on the edge of, breaking through, making the finals, and even winning the finals. Um, I feel like they would have had a much better chance this season if Damian Lillard did not get injured. The season before that, they played the Warriors. Um, and so far, their lack of a consistent big man, a big man that can consistently play, is hurting them. Um, Nurkic, Nurkic, y'all know who I'm talking about. He's consistently injured. All right. Um, health is not on his side, and obviously, I wish that he would, get healthy, but he's just consistently, not been able to stay healthy. And it comes to a point where you do have to evaluate your options and just, make a decision. Is this really the guy that we want to go with long term? And that's Cantor, he's not it. I'm gonna tell you all that right now. Defensively, no. Offensively, yeah, he's pretty good, but defensively, he is not a viable option at all. Which is going to be an issue when you have to, play Anthony Davis, right? Um, you know, like it or not, I feel like we all admit the team out in the West to beat is the Lakers right now, and to do so, you have to, build yourself to beat them. And I feel like they've done a very good job so far in picking up both Robert Covington and Derrick Jones Jr., but center is the one position they still need. So, Myles Turner. Indiana's already, more or less committed to moving forward with Sabonis as their big man of the future. Um, now that James Harden has finally been traded, I can totally see Myles Turner being the next, player traded. Maybe even borderline star traded at this point, defensively for sure. Um, anyways, so yeah, I think they need to trade for him. Why? As explained before, amazing defensively. Offensively, he's not even that bad. All right, it's not like you're getting this, you're not getting a player that's just gonna, you're not getting a Rudy Gobert when you trade for Myles Turner, right? Um, I want to say it's around 32% from three. I'm not entirely sure on that in terms of career. Hold up, let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, so from three, like, you know, he is a career 35% from three. Now, obviously, though, this season he's 28% from three. So it seems to be very, very much up and down in terms of just like straight up his 3 point shot, which is fine. I mean, if he's hot some nights, he's hot some nights. If he's cold, he's cold. And it's fine because he's, surrounded by two amazing shooters in Damian Lillard and Robert Covington. I mean, not Robert Covington, CJ McCollum. Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. A pretty good shooter, in fact, in Robert Covington. In Derrick Jones Jr., you would have a non-threat from three. So, in my opinion at least, a team should never have any more than two non-threats from three on the floor at the same time. Um, you're pushing it with two, honestly. Um, Derrick Jones Jr. is obviously there for the, defensive impact. As a Miami Heat fan, I'm used to him, making a defensive impact. And while Myles Turner would help out a ton with a big man, Derrick Jones Jr. you can put on a small forward, shooting guard, power forward type. And that really just gives them a perfect, monster, in my opinion, almost. Got two offensive focused stars in Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, a do it all guy in Robert Covington, one of the most underrated players in the league, I might add. Um, a defensive, threat in Derrick Jones Jr., and a freaking defensive player of the year so far in Myles Turner, who can also occasionally be an offensive threat. So that's about it, honestly. I feel like this makes a ton of sense for Portland Trailblazers. Yeah, you know, When you get so close over and over again, you have to ask yourself, hey, is it worth it to keep getting this close and keep getting bounced? Or would it be better, mortgage the future for a championship, right? Um, that's the question you have to ask yourself. If you feel like it's better for mediocrity, then you stay mediocre. But if you feel like it's better to, go out there and get that championship, then you're going to have to trade those future draft picks and take that risk. Go for Myles Turner. So that's it for now. Y'all have a good day. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, all that good stuff. Peace out. Yeah.